I am 94 years old. Sometimes I forget this, and then I see my hands and remember. They look like someone else's hands. The skin is thin and marked with spots that weren't there before. The veins stand out like small rivers across a landscape I don't recognize. But they're mine. They still work. They can hold a cup, turn a page, button a shirt if I take my time. I have lived longer than I expected to live, much longer. When I was young, I never thought about being old. I don't think anyone does. And when I was middle-aged, I thought about it in a vague way. The way you think about a place you might visit someday but haven't planned the trip. Now I'm here. I've arrived. And it's not what I imagined, but it's not terrible either. Time moves differently now. The days are long. I wake up early, usually before the sun comes up, and I lie in bed listening to the house settle around me. I don't sleep the way I used to. I drift in and out. Sometimes I'm not sure if I've been sleeping or just thinking with my eyes closed. Doesn't matter much. The mornings take a long time. Getting out of bed takes time. Getting dressed takes time. Everything takes longer than it used to, but I'm not in a hurry. There's nowhere I need to be. I make tea and sit by the window and watch the light change. I used to rush through mornings. I used to gulp down coffee standing at the counter, already thinking about what needed to be done that day. Now I sit and I sip and I watch. I've noticed that moments stretch out now. A single hour can feel very long, but a whole week can disappear. It's strange. I'll sit and look at the tree outside my window and notice how the leaves move. And I'll realize I've been watching for 20 minutes. But then I'll think it's Tuesday and someone will tell me it's Friday. I've lost track of the difference between one day and the next, but I can tell you exactly what the light looked like on the wall this morning. I don't mind it, the slowness. At first I fought it. I tried to move at the speed I used to move. I tried to do things the way I always had, but my body wouldn't cooperate. I would get frustrated, angry even. Why couldn't I just open a jar? Why did stairs become so difficult? Why did I need to rest after walking to the mailbox? But I'm past that now. I've made peace with it. This is what happens. The body slows down. It stops doing certain things. It starts to hurt in places that never hurt before. My knees ache when the weather changes. My back is stiff in the mornings. My hearing isn't what it was. I ask people to repeat themselves more often than I'd like, but I can still breathe without pain. That's something. I can still see, even if I need glasses. I can still taste my food, feel the sun on my face, hear music even if it's not as clear as it once was. I can still think. My mind is still here. That's more than some people have at my age, more than many people have. I spent a lot of years fighting my body, pushing it, ignoring it, being angry at it for not doing what I wanted. Now I just let it be what it is. I move slowly. I rest when I need to rest. I accept that some things are no longer possible. It's not resignation exactly, it's more like an agreement. My body and I have come to terms. When I think about my childhood, I realize I never really had one. Not in the way other people describe childhood. I was never carefree. I never felt safe enough to play. My father was a hard man, silent and cold. My mother was overwhelmed, always tired, always worried about money. There were rules in our house, strict ones, and breaking them meant punishment. I learned to be quiet, to stay out of the way, to not ask for things. Other children played. I watched them from a distance and didn't understand what they were doing or why they were laughing. It looked chaotic to me. It looked dangerous. I couldn't imagine running around like that, shouting, falling down, getting dirty. I was always clean, always still, always careful. I thought that was what you were supposed to be. I remember sitting at my desk at school and watching the clock. I was good at school. I followed the rules. I did my work. Teachers liked me because I was quiet and obedient. But I don't remember enjoying any of it. I remember feeling tense all the time, like I was waiting for something bad to happen. I carried that tension into adulthood. I worked hard. I was responsible. I took care of things. I married a good man, and we had 2 children, and I did everything I was supposed to do. But I don't remember feeling light. Life was always serious. There was always something to worry about. My husband died 12 years ago. The children are grown and have their own lives. I live alone now, and that's when things started to change. At first, the aloneness felt heavy, but slowly, something shifted. I started noticing things I had never noticed before. The way dust moves in sunlight, the sound of rain on the roof, the smell of earth after it rains. I started going for walks. I watched flowers, birds, chalk drawings on sidewalks. I wasn't in a hurry. I was just walking to walk. I began doing small things just because I wanted to, drawing badly, learning bird names, growing tomatoes in pots. I realized I was playing, exploring, being curious. Somewhere in my 80s, I understood I had never really played. And now, near the end of my life, I finally was. This lasted a few quiet, good years. And then I got sick. It started with cough that wouldn't go away, then pain, then trouble breathing. The test came back, lung cancer, stage 3. I was calm. I had lived long enough. I wasn't afraid to die, but my children wanted me to fight. So I did. The surgery was hard. The recovery was worse. Then chemotherapy, hair loss, exhaustion. Days I wished I had said no, but I survived. The cancer went into remission. I was grateful, but confused. Why me? Younger people died. People with more time ahead of them. There was no answer. For a while I thought survival meant obligation, that I had to do something important. But my daughter said, maybe you're just supposed to be here. At first that didn't feel like enough, but slowly I understood. I could be kind. I could listen. I could notice people. Sit with my granddaughter, smile at strangers, be gentle. Maybe that was enough. After that, I began seeing myself in others, in tired mothers, in confused teenagers, in old men struggling with shelves. I realized we're all uncertain, all pretending a little, all human. I told my grandson that it's okay not to know, that everyone feels behind. I saw relief in his face. Now I think about death without fear, just as something that will happen. I don't want pain. I don't want machines. I want gentleness, a hand to hold. I've given things away. I've simplified. Preparing to die clarifies what matters. What matters is that I was here, that I saw sunrises, felt rain, loved people, learned peace. I used to think life needed to mean something big. Now I think living is enough. I'm ordinary, and that's okay. I don't know what comes after death, and I don't need to. I sit by the window, I drink tea, I watch the light, I breathe. My days are quiet, simple, peaceful. I wish I had known earlier that peace was what I wanted, but I know it now. I'm ready. The sun is setting. The stars are coming out. I'll watch them a little longer. Then I'll eat something simple. Then I'll sleep. Tomorrow, if I wake up, I'll be grateful for one more day, one more chance to be here. That's all any of us can do, and it's enough.